Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Neha Tulshan from Crescent Creation. Today's video is a part of a YouTube hop for Teen Tiny. If you're not familiar with Teen Tiny, it's a group of YouTubers who brings you ad-free binge-worthy videos every month. And this month's sponsor is 7 Kids Craft Store and the theme is Under the Sea. I fell in love with the beautiful mermaid digital stamps and I had to create cards with each and every image they provided. So here I'm starting with showing you how to create two different underwater backgrounds using distress inks. I've masked my panel with some purple tape as I wanted to create the ground underwater and the water itself. I'm working on creating the water first. I'm keeping the color lighter in the center and making it darker as I go to the edges. I will later be adding some sun rays coming into the water and that's why needed the center lighter. So I started with tumbled glass in the center, then blended with Mermaid Lagoon at the edges, and then to make the edges a little more darker, I used chipped Saphire and I just going back and forth to blend those three colors together. And you can see I'm using my favorite water media mat here. I just love this water media mat from Waffle Flower. It's my favorite when it comes to ink blending or coloring. So now I've taken off the mask and masked the top part of my panel here. And now I'm going to work on the bottom to create the ground. So here I'll be using the same three colors. Tumbled glass, Mermaid Lagoon and chipped Sapphire, but also to darken up a little more, I'm going to add black soot on the edges. Since the ground is just going to light up tiny bit with the sun rays coming in, the edges will be really dark and that's why I brought in black soot to get that dark color. So here is how the complete panel looks. I also inked up another panel the same way. The only difference is I did not mask off the bottom to create the ground underwater. Here the magic happens. I'm using Honeybee Ocean Builder stencils to add sun rays and other details to my background panels. It's a set of 4 stencils and I'm going to use 3 of them. I'm taping the stencil to the card panels. I'm using some low tack tape here. Now I will ink this with white pigment ink to create sun rays. You can see I'm working from top to bottom and not really using the circular motions here because I want the brighter white light on the top and just very little of the blended white color at the bottom. So now let's see how it looks and I really like the look of it. It's just is a little bright for me, but since it's pigment ink does not dry so fast, so I'm using just a dry paper towel and wiping off that excess so that I get a little blended rays on my panel. I did the same for the other panel too, but for this one I used the thinner rays stencil and I'm trying to add the rays almost all the way down to the panel. I just picked a little bit of the stencil to see if I liked it and I'm here adding a little more white pigment ink to the panel and that's it. This is done. Now coming back to my first panel, I wanted to add few more details and I'm bringing in the third stencil from the same set and adding some details with the same white pigment ink. Here you can see I'm dabbing my blending tool to get that ink onto the panel. It's because of the intricate design on the stencil. You don't want the stencil to move a lot or you will mess up the design. Here I'm just wiping off the excess ink and that's it. My panel is ready. So you can use these 2 ways to create your underwater scene and then use these digital stamps from 7 Kids Craft Store and color with using any coloring medium to create your cards. Or you can do Copic coloring for the complete card as I'm going to show you on this panel. I created this panel because I wanted to create a Slimline card. I used all the digital stamps from 7 Kids Craft Store and I created this scene on Microsoft Word. If you want me to show you how to do this, let me know in the comment section below and next time I'll try and create a video where I'll show you how to create scenes using your digital stamps. I have printed this out on Nina Solar White 110 pound cardstock and I'm gonna use my Copic markers to color this whole panel. Of course, I'm not sharing the complete coloring here, and also I've sped up the video just a tiny bit so that I don't keep you here forever. So sit back and enjoy the coloring. Here I have finished coloring and assembled the rest two cards off camera. And I have die-cut this panel using Fawn large Slimline with sliders die. And I'm carefully taking out the tapes, being very mindful that I don't want to ruin this beautiful colored panel. I really like the stitch edges that you get all around using this die from Fawn. Now I'm gonna glue this panel onto a slimline card base made using Nina Solar White 110 pound cardstock. I'm using liquid glue here. And that's it, my card is done. I love how much dimension this card has just because of coloring it and still it's a one layer card. For finishing touches, I added few Nuvo drops to all of these three cards. And that's it, my card's done. I hope you liked my video. If you did, hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel for more crafty videos. Don't forget to click on the hashtag TeenTiny under the sea to watch all the other videos in this hop. Here are a few more videos that you might like. Thank you for visiting. Have a nice day.